folks, Relic Seeker here, just out and about. Gonna toss the magnet a little bit. I'm actually on my way to a bridge, railroad bridge, where Stoneman and his raiders had destroyed the railroad, so I'm headed that way. But on the way, I noticed this nice little creek right here on a single lane road, which is nice, and there's a nice old church up there as well. So let's toss the magnet and see what we get. I clunked that down in there. It's very sandy bottom. It feels kind of hard. Hopefully we can connect onto something down there. I'm hoping. Something somewhere. It's tough around here because of the bottom. It's just a lot of sand. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Nothing. Alright, I'll bring you back when we have something. It's a busy little... Absolutely nothing on this side. Let's go over here. Try this side. I think it's just a problem with the mud. Just so much sand and mud down there. Oh, we got a knot. There we go. There's a lot of sand. It's deep. I clinked onto one thing over there, and it was pretty big, but it wouldn't come up. That means it's buried. Nothing. Nothing. It's interesting. Oh, I'm onto something. Oh, I think I'm actually stuck. Yeah, I was stuck on something. Not magnetically. It's in between rocks, I think. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, it doesn't hurt to check. I mean, I'm passing on by. Doesn't hurt to check. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, moving on. And that's just a small little creek out in the middle of the country, out in the middle of nowhere. You'd expect to at least find some farming stuff in there. Next to an old church. That church is probably early to mid 1800s. Well, this sand, this deep sand in these creeks is going to be a problem. For sure. We might have to go out of state. Alright, moving on. See ya. So in 1865, this is one of the bridges that Stoneman and his raiders had destroyed the railroad on. And you know, this was all stone, of course, at one time, and they had parged it with concrete. Nice old bridge. We'll see if there's anything down in there. Hopefully we can find some guns or something. Some knives would be nice. I was just out and about today. I had to get my motorcycle inspected, so I figured why not go make a couple videos. Got our magnet. Let's do that. We'll see you on the first throw. Alright, let's see what we get in here. Alrighty. Oh, I'm all stuck on kudzu. Oh my goodness. Wow. Got all wound up on kudzu. This whole area is covered in kudzu. Alright, let's see what we get. £2,600 magnet. I'm sure we're gonna get some rail if that sand's not too deep. Man, it feels so sandy. And look at the sand over there. You can just see it just built up. It's just mud. Just 10 feet of mud. And this is one of the main reasons why I stopped creek hunting, because it's just too deep with sand and mud in North Carolina, at least in my area. It's just solid clay, silt. And you can detect in it, and I mean, you're not going to find anything but modern cans that were just thrown in yesterday, unfortunately. And look at this. We're right here at a nice old railroad bridge. You know there's iron in there. You can't reach it. You cannot get to it. It's deep. How frustrating is that? It's just solid mud. Solid mud down there. I've been trying to figure out ways to get in these creeks and search for the relics, because if I can't find anything, you know, no one else is finding anything. Besides going in there and actually digging, and you got to dig a hole and use your detector, but as you're digging, it's filling in and everything else. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right next to a railroad track, railroad bridge, and can't even pull out a single spike because that mud and sand is so thick, so deep down there. Good grief. Yeah, I'm not enjoying North Carolina for that reason right there. We're gonna have to stick to metal detecting, but I really want to know what's in these creeks. Nothing. Not going to be able to get at it. Not going to be able to get down there. There's no way. No way. That is frustrating. Well, now you guys see my trouble. Whew. Good Lord. Alright. We can toss from the bridge a little bit and see what happens. Right now, I can tell you what's going to happen. We're going to hit sand and mud. and not be able to get down. All that iron and stuff that falls down or gets thrown in gets covered up real quickly with the sand. Alright, what we can do, lower it down and drag it sideways and see if anybody tossed in anything recently, I guess. I mean, it looks nice down there, you know? It's just full of sand. It's all sand. Gonna clink onto nothing. I'd be really shocked if I find a single thing. How frustrating. Man, that's not deep. You're talking maybe a foot deep down there in the water. Nothing. I know that's loaded with iron. I know it is. Just can't reach it. It's all underneath that sand. Boy, am I frustrated. Frustrated. Some areas are good for this hobby, and other areas, like where I live, are not good. I have some counties that are actually more rocky and stony, and you see that sand shifts constantly down there. I mean, you can see down there, there's nothing. It's going to just be covered up with sand and silt. Everything. Well, I'll drop it and pull it along and just see if we can clink onto anything down there. Nothing. Nothing. Good Lord. What do we get? We got a couple tiny little scraps of steel, and that's actually from my magnet being dented on the rocks. Look at all the swallows. Good grief. And I know for a fact there was an old home site right there, because I've searched it. There's iron in here. You just can't get at it. You cannot get at it with all the sand. So, alright, I'm going to go look at a couple other creeks, and if those don't work out, I'm going to have to put this magnet away and find a county, an area that has nice rocky, not sandy, clayey soil for the waterbed. Alright, well, we got a little creek here that shows up on the map as being a little crossing. I'm looking at an 1896 map for these crossings, and it appears to be a little rocky down there. This could actually be pretty decent. Yeah, it's pretty rocky, see it? Nice. Let's toss the magnet and see. Limited sand, so getting better. If you watch my metal detecting videos, I actually have a home site sitting way over that way. It's not that far. It's right off of this little creek, and it's full of mason lids. I think the video is actually named Lots of Mason Lids. Alright, let's toss this magnet. Gotta throw it across to the other shore there, because it's rocky down there. I don't want to hit the magnet on it. and have it all dented up and broken already. It's new. Gotta be something in here. As old as these creeks are, with as many people that have lived around them and been around them, something right there. Well, it's not picking up anything. Nothing. You can feel the whole bridge move. Nothing. Not even a can. Oh, we got something, finally. What is that? Now we got a fence post, or a sign post. I'm not exactly gonna win any prizes with that one. At least we pulled out a piece of metal finally. I know these spots are just loaded with metal. They have to be. As much activity that, you know, people have been living around these spots for a few hundred years, at least with iron and magnetic stuff. Alright, well, let's roll over to the other side and see what happens over there. Not exactly the kind of relic seeking I wanted to do, but gotta be a creek around here somewhere loaded with iron relics. And you can just see that down there. I mean, right on top of that sand, it's just all sand. And right underneath it is just hard-packed clay. Unless you see something, you're not gonna get it. Just stuff here is gonna be just too buried. Alright, well, if I must, I'm going to go to my local boat launch and just, hey, if I have to use this magnet to find modern stuff, knives and whatever, we'll go to some boat launches and use it. But it defeats the purpose for relic hunting around here, that's for sure. These creeks just aren't ideal for magnet fishing at all. Just sad, because there's an awful lot of history down in those waters that just can't get at. Alright, so I'll see you at my local boat launch and we'll see what's there. Well, if we can't find anything relic and old, now let's toss it in here. This is a big fishing area on a man-made lake lake made in 1958, I think it was. And there's a coal plant down there with locks and a dam and all that. Yeah, we'll throw the magnet in here and see if we can find some lures and stuff. Who knows what else? Just never know. It could be interesting. Or we could get skunked like we've been getting skunked. This, unfortunately, my area, my county, I actually went to 2 different counties around my county. Just too much sand. So, too much sand for the magnet. We're going to have to put the magnet in the far back of the garage and just keep metal detecting and stuff. I thought for sure that, you know, we could at least find a few things magnet fishing, but it's not ideal around here for that. There is a blue heron or crane or whatever that is. Yeah, just hanging out. Well, let's splash in here, see what we can find. Some knives and some lures and pliers and all that stuff would be nice. That is some deep water. I didn't know it was that deep. Feels sandy bottom with a little bit of rock. Should be able to pull a lure or 2 out of there. If we don't get it stuck on these rocks. Like that. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Nothing. That loop came right off my leg. Gotta find a better way to attach this. Or attach it better to my leg. Just tie it around real good to my leg. There we go. Wow, that's deep. Fishing pole would be nice. Knife would be real nice. Some relics would be super. Just not going to be able to get relics with this thing around here. Not happy about that. Nothing. Wow, that's deep. I had no idea this channel was this deep. And there's no metal down there. Gotta be. What do we get on there? Piece of a hook or something? Good Lord. Well, we'll just have to walk our way down. Let's see. Anybody want to buy a magnet? Well, I'll bring you back if I find anything. Good grief. Not even a single hook. Not a single anything. Good grief. I gotta find a hot spot sooner or later. I'm gonna have to start searching around other counties and stuff. Looking for ideal creek beds. Like I said, my creek beds in my county are worthless for magnet fishing. And you have to try to find out. That's the only way. You can't just walk up to it and say, oh yeah, that's not going to work. You got to actually try it and see. So, oh well. So I'll have to do a little bit of traveling to do some magnet fishing, but I'll find some good spots, good relic spots. And I really don't want to magnet fish for modern stuff. It's not why I got this magnet. But I got a bunch of old wells that we can stick it down in and do that. But you know, I'm looking for relics in the creeks and stuff, so sooner or later I'll find something that works out. And I just have to try. Just have to go out and try. Yep. Alright, so this is a fishing spot. I'm going to go over to a local boat dock, a boat launch area, and see if anybody drops some nice fishing lures or tackle boxes or fishing poles. So, see you when I get there. Well, it's not what I purchased this magnet for, but you know, if we can find some nice knives and stuff, why not? I'm pretty sure we're going to find a lot of bottle caps and stuff. No fishing from pier. Well, that's good. Except, is this considered fishing? I can see somebody saying something. Directives, directives. Everybody has signs. Do this, do that. You can't do this, you can't do that. Good Lord. Oh. Tired of everybody's made up rules. Alright, let's start tossing it in here and see what we find. Not at least surprised with finding one of these. I'm just throwing it out and just dragging it along. I am coming out onto this pier because I'm not fishing. This isn't fishing. This is cleaning the river, cleaning the lake. Gee, sir, what are you doing? Cleaning, being a janitor. Being a lake janitor. Oh, it's pretty rocky down there. Beautiful out here. One of the things I was going to do, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do, is out here in the lake, and this is just a small portion of it, that way, just huge sections of the lake. When they made this back in 1958, they had sunk. What'd we get there? And we got nuts and bolts and washers and a nail. Well, they had sunk, well, buried hundreds of old home sites from 1700s to the 1800s. And I was going to get a boat and go out, because I know exactly where they are. I mean, I got maps. Drop the magnet down and see what I can find. But if that bottom is just too sandy where it swallows up the metal and you're just not going to have a chance of getting it, you know, I wanted to find out. These creeks are a good test to that. I don't think there's going to be any sense of getting a boat and going out and trying that. Just not going to happen. Not going to happen. But that would have been fun. I thought about going out and scuba diving on it, on those old sites, but again, you know, even with a metal detector, getting through that deep sand, I'm talking, you know, 6 feet of sand minimum in spots. Just this clay, silty, sandy soil. You don't have a chance of getting down to that. Little bit of iron. Little bit of iron. Let's see what's over here. Oh, you know people drop stuff in this. You know it. It's like that concrete goes all the way down. I could feel it. This is all concrete under here. Probably shouldn't be walking backwards. That's not going to be fun. Let's see what we get. Anything? Screw and some iron. That's it. Oh, of course I got stuck on that. Of course I did. Of course. These piers, 20 years ago, weren't here. It was actually rocks, just large stones that came out. And there's still remnants of it out there. You can see it, but and there's a little bit over there. It looks like they dug them out and put these docks in with a little bit of concrete. Oh, do I got something? I mean, it feels magnetic down there. Magnet's coming off. Come on, it's sticking, but it's not pulling. Oh, something iron down there. The magnet's not lifting it up. Oh yeah. There's remnants of it, whatever it is. Probably the first person to magnet fish here, because this place is usually always full and busy. Just I got lucky and hit this place during the week. Everybody's working. Oh, I can feel it. There's something down there. There's iron. It's like an iron floor. That might be the old bolt launch. They used to use iron plating. And cars couldn't get up it. Oh, here comes a guy with his boat trailer. I'm gonna be taking his boat away. Oh, that's something big down there. Yeah, see, the whole ground is magnetic. That's got to be the old boat launch. It used to be here. Well, we got a wood screw. Unimpressive. Unimpressive. What we need is a jet ski. Either I'm getting stuck on rocks or there's something magnetic down there. Man, look at all the people on that boat. Yeehaw! Nothing, 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 nothing. Where are all the knives and cell phones? Gotta be out here somewhere. It's a party boat. Oh yeah, there's a lot of magnetics down there. It's just nothing loose. Nothing. Alright, let's go over to the other side. I'll bring you back if I find something. Yeah, we got another ratchet strap. Apparently people like to lose those, but none of the good stuff. Fishing poles. Tackle boxes. Beautiful day out. Probably should have went metal detecting. Got an awful lot of sites out there I haven't searched yet that are on my radar. Well, I know why I'm not finding any fishing stuff. Because you're not allowed to fish off this pier. How communist is that? I guess it's so that the people fishing don't interfere with people trying to load their boats and offload their boat. Is that, you know, how many people lose their car and stuff like that? Like, I might have a car right now. It's not pulling it. It just feels like it's steel on the bottom of the water, or at the water floor, whatever it's called, the lake floor. Just like plate steel down there. What did we get? Some kind of hooky thing. No idea. The original boat dock was out here. They had flooded it even more, this lake. So now it comes up way up here, and they put the concrete in probably 20 years ago. I remember I used to go out on that rock shelf out there and go fishing. There weren't any trees on it then. And they had stone piers in here. Yeah, I keep hooking on something. There's definitely magnetic. That'd be steel I-beams, or like maybe rebar, concrete rebar or something that's down there. The whole entire lake floor out in front of me is magnetic. It's like part of somebody's dock over there floated away. See it? Very old fishing lure. Look at that old thing. Man, that's ancient. Last time you were able to fish here was well over 20 years ago, probably now. At least we're finding a few things. It's not as disappointing as those creek beds. Those bridges where the creeks were, those were where old bridges used to be, you know? I'm talking old bridges, not the newer ones, not 1940 or anything like that. I'm talking 1800s. Early crossings. I'd love to be able to find the stuff that's down there. It's what I do, relic seek, you know. Look at this mess. Screws. There's a hook. Just a bunch of screws. And gook. Well, that's it for today. I think that's it for a while. Until I find a creek that's really decent, I'm not going to waste my time with magnet fishing around here, that's for sure. But I'll find spots. I'll find relic hunting spots where we can use this magnet. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of research, that's for sure. On to metal detecting. Let's go metal detect. Let's go relic hunting. See you on the next hunt.